Hello, you're watching James. My name's James. You're watching me, and I'm talking about watches. Well, it's that time of year again. It is now the anniversary sale for Aliexpress. And just like you, or likely to be just like you, I have been putting watches into my wish list over the past few months. I've been refining that list, deciding which watches that I really wanted to buy, and I've been waiting for the next sale. And this is the sale that I have been waiting for. However, there has been a little bit of a hiccup. Not all the watches on my wish list are going on sale. Now, this sort of happens fairly regularly on the anniversary sales and the other sales that AliExpress does. Not all watches go on sale. However, I have noticed specifically for this sale, less watches are on sale. And that's a little bit disappointing. However, that's what we're going to be living with. So I was thinking, what watches am I going to show you today to try and recommend for you guys for this sale? Well, I did start looking around AliExpress to try and find some great bargains that are out there. However, the watches that I was coming across aren't really the watches that I want to recommend to you specifically. I haven't had much experience with them. So what I've decided to do instead is just show you the watches that I had refined and put onto my wish list. And the first one that was on my wish list and has been on my wish list for a while was actually a watch that I've just bought prior to the sale. And it's this one here, arrived last week. It is the Escapement Time Type B Fleiger featuring the PT 5000 movement. Now, this watch, I have to say, is absolutely incredible. I really, really like it. I love the dimensions, the looks, the feel of it, everything about it. And I am going to be producing some content about it very shortly. I am a little bit ahead with my videos at the moment, so that may not come out for about 4 or 5 weeks. The next two watches are Tudor Black Bay homages, and for some reason I've just been really liking these Tudor Black Bays lately. I've always thought them very nice watches, but lately just seem to be focusing on them a little bit. The first one is a Pagani Design watch. This is the one with the stainless steel bezel insert. I think it just looks quite nice. I think it looks quite good. And at the moment they have dropped it down in price because it has been out a little while now, and I'm fairly sure this one is actually going to be on sale for this anniversary sale. The next is the San Martin, and this watch looks absolutely fantastic. I really like it. It's very clean, very good looking, featuring the PT 5000 movement, but the price is a little bit high for me. I think it probably is going to be worth the money. However, right now I don't want to spend quite that much money on a San Martin's, and I was really hoping that it would be on sale, so it would actually give me that little bit of a discount, that little bit of incentive to buy it. So right now, unless it does suddenly go on sale, it's probably just going to stay in my wish list for a little while, but at some point in the future, I'm sure I'm going to purchase this one. And another watch that I've been particularly interested in lately is the Sinn watches. I really like the look of these watches. I think they look very simple but very sleek. But I'm not quite ready to spend the money on a Sinn, so we're going back to San Martin. This particular homage of a Sinn looks very, very good, looks very, very neat, has a slightly smaller dimensions, that 38, 39 millimeters, and I think it's very neat and tidy. And I think this might actually be one of the better San Martin watches that you can buy, because when you look at them, not only are the specs, the dimensions, and everything you get with them are good, but because it has that very clean, very simple dial, I think that just really suits the San Martin watches. Sometimes they don't have too much going on with their dials, and so when you look at a watch that is specifically designed to be fairly simple, fairly classical on the dial, this may just be right up their alley and might be one of the better watches that they are putting out at the moment. And let's go back to Pagani Design. And let's go back to a watch that they released early in the year, or maybe last year. And it was a watch that had a little bit of hype around it. It is the Grand Seiko Homage. Now, I watched quite a few reviews about this one, and everybody had similar sort of ideas. They were saying that this thing is absolutely amazing, much better quality than the normal Pagani Design. However, the price then sort of reflected that, and the price of it for a Pagani Design, it just seemed like it was a little bit too much money. And I have to admit, I sort of agreed with that. If I was going to be spending a lot more money on a watch from AliExpress, I tend to look away from Pagani Design and look at something like San Martin. But now that it's been out for a little while, this particular watch, now that it's sort of become one of their back catalogue type watches, and now that there are sales starting to happen, this one may end up going on sale. It may end up going on sale for a good price. So I think it might actually be a worthwhile and a very viable option to pick up. Apparently it's very, very good. And if you can get it under that sort of 200 Australian dollars, I think it's going to be an absolute bargain, and I'll definitely be picking it up. And the last watch that's on my wish list is actually from Phylida. And I really wanted to get another watch from this company because I was so impressed by their Seamaster Homage that I've just recently been experiencing, enjoying, and reviewing for you guys. This one in here is another Omega Homage. It is the Railway Watch Homage. This one features an NH38 movement, so it has a no date complication, which is really nice on a no date watch. And if the quality of this watch is as good as my previous experience with them, then I think it is almost a no-brainer. And I'm fairly sure this one is going to be going on sale. So that's all the watches that are on my wish list at the moment. I have had more on there at some points, but I've sort of been refining it, putting watches on there, taking watches off there, finding what I really want to buy, and then just waiting for these sales to occur. So I am hoping to pick up definitely at least a couple of these watches in this sale. If some of the other ones don't go on sale, well, they're probably just going to stay on my wish list until I can get a better price for them. Love to hear what you guys have on your wish list at the moment. And if you do purchase some watches on this anniversary sale, leave a comment below. Tell me what they are. Now, the watches that I have mentioned today and some of the other watches that I really would recommend, I'm going to leave down in the description, and they're going to be some affiliate links for you guys, all right? So I really do appreciate if you use those. If you do choose to use them, it does end up giving me a tiny little bit of commission, so I do appreciate it if you do. As always, thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you in the next video.